Hey, in this video I wanted to show you how the new AI assistant in Microthemer works and why I think it's actually a pretty useful addition. For a lot of people, CSS has quite a steep learning curve, especially if you're not very technical. Microthemer is a visual editor, so it has options for applying styles visually, but even learning what these styling options do might seem like hard work when compared to just describing how you want the page to look using the AI assistant. So let's say I wanted to try and make this heading here look a bit more appealing. I'm just going to copy in a prompt that I've pre-saved, and I've asked it to make it a bit bigger and more elegant. And if we look down here, we can see that it's increased the font size and it's set a font, serif font here. And we can go ahead and customize this however we want. We could use the sliders here to adjust the font size down or up a bit. We could even, if we're changing fonts, we could say choose a Google font, browse our library here and choose, oh, this is the one it's chosen. Maybe we could choose like a handwriting font. Let's see, something like this one. And we can switch back and forth between the AI and Microthemer's visual controls. But I could say now something like center the text. And so you can collaborate with the AI as you work. Let's be a little bit more specific now in the kind of prompt that we ask. And by the way, you can use this new chat option here to start a new conversation. It's a good idea to do that when we're starting something and we're working on something else, just so the AI can focus on the next thing that you're doing. So I'm going to ask it here to make the color change to make the button change color to dark green and pulse on hover. So if we hover over this button, you can see that it does a little pulse, it gets slightly larger and slightly smaller. Now I actually meant for it to change color as only on hover as well, but I can see it's actually a little bit ambiguous in the way I phrased that. So I could ask the AI to just change that, or I can just to show you that this little sketchpad here, where the AI produces some new CSS for us, this is actually editable. So if I update that and then I hover over it like this, you can see that now the green color only changes when I actually hover over the button. So adding this effect normally would have probably taken a few clicks, even if you know how to use Microthemer, but we can get it done in one prompt using AI. Let's now go down to this section here. I'm going to start a new chat and then ask how this effect of the overlapping images has been done. And then what we get back is actually a description of how the images have been aligned. It's actually done something kind of amazing here where I haven't seen this before, recording this video live, where it's actually mentioned what the image is. So obviously, because I'm working online, it's checked the maybe just the name of the image, or it's actually downloaded it, and it's said that the red hibiscus image is aligned normally, but then the one below has some negative margins, and that's how it's being brought to overlap the image. So I'm just going to open up the inspection panel here and then look down at the image here. And if I click on the container element for this image, you can see that it's got a negative margin of 138 pixels, and that's just bringing it up to overlap this top image here. So moving on, we can actually style entire sections now. So I'm going to click on this container element for these columns here. I'm going to start a new chat, and I'm going to say give all of the columns a charcoal background and some padding. I'll just turn off the highlighting so you can see the color there. And what our assistant's done is it's basically analyzed the HTML and generated a selector for just the columns, and then done exactly what we asked for and added a bit of padding and a charcoal background. And again, we can go ahead and increase or decrease this however we choose to get things looking just right. So now let's try another example. I'm going to start a new conversation. I'm going to say I'm going to click on this image. Whoops, didn't have anything selected there. Make it stand out more. And just try that. And what the assistant's done is basically add just like a faint shadow down here. And if we hover over it, the image expands a little bit. So it's important to note though that you don't have to go with whatever it says. So we've got some options here for undoing or retrying. So if I click retry, then, it's just done it again. Sometimes you might get, because I was a bit vague with make it stand out more, you sometimes might get a different response. Here we've got pretty much the same one. But I can give it some additional instructions, so I'm going to just paste this in. I'm basically just saying that I want it to rotate the image and give it a little bit of a border. And I could say increase the size of the border now. Increase the size of the border. And now it's a little bit thicker. But if I change my mind and I just want it to undo something, so if I want to go back to that thin border again, I can just use this undo feature, and then I could undo my rotate as well. So I can step forward and backward. I can use this to step forward to get my frame back, or I can use these just to jump back several steps in a go by just using this undo action here. And by the way, if you're very impressed by something the AI model's done, go ahead and click this thumbs up icon here. That will make me happy. But also, if it doesn't do something correctly and you think actually the model's just failed at something it should have been able to do, go ahead and click this thumbs down icon. That will also make me happy because it will send me exactly what you asked the model, what it did, and then I can make sure that I improve the model so that it's better at solving that specific kind of task. Okay, let's move on now to another example. So I've got this pricing columns here. I'm just going to click on the container, start a new chat, and I'm going to say when these containers scroll into view, I want to slide the left column in from the left and the right column in from the right. So if I go up here and then come down, we can see that they scroll into view. So again, you can go ahead and you can use Microthemer's options to change the speed or the type of event. If you wanted it to just only happen when the user first scrolls down, you could choose in view once instead. So if I click that and then I scroll up and scroll down, let's see. Oh yes, it's only scrolling, that's right, of course, it's only scrolling, it stopped scrolling this one into view, it's still scrolling this other one. So by the way, this is where you can find all of your selectors and styles that you've created with Microthemer. So if I click in view once here and then scroll down, they stay in place. And while I'm talking about where all of the styles are stored, this option to search folders is pretty useful. So let's say I could say, it was 1 second, wasn't it, these animations? So it will, I can use this way of filtering down. Sometimes when the AI generates some styles for you, you might wonder where they are. And so you can just use this search feature here. I can go back to my, my animation here for the column and tweak it however I like. So now I'd like to just finish with one more example. So I'm going to select this, this footer area here, start a new chat and say, hide the 2025 text and the designed by WordPress text. And it's gone ahead and done that. That was something I just wanted to share that because in the when I first recorded a video on this AI system when it just come out in beta, it wasn't able to do that because it wasn't very good at kind of in looking at the HTML and coming up with selectors. And it was a bit primitive in that respect, and now it's moved on quite well, and I think you can probably see from all the examples that we've done today that it's got quite a good grasp of analysing the page, looking at the existing styles, and then doing exactly what you've asked it to. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you found this useful. If it's piqued your interest at all, just head over to themeover.com right now and you can try this out for yourself. Thanks for watching.